Hey guys, Sean Media just want to do a big shout out to Rugby League Culture Lounge. All the best this year, 2020.
Alright, oh, yeah! Fuck!
The microphone's good. We're ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia, but you guys already know that. Welcome back to the channel for your Monday night, November 20, 2023, 7:31 p.m. here in New South Wales. And man, it is great to be live. It's great to be here. Haven't really been doing much content as of late. Obviously, we are in the off season for rugby league. It is a very, very boring time of the year for me. There isn't much content going on, but you know, we're counting down the days until the new NRL season. We're counting down the days until the preseason begins. And you know what? We just got to get through the rest of November. Then we've got December, January to get through, and then we're back ready to go in February with the preseason, everything like that, the World Club Challenge, the All-Stars game. So we'll be good to go in about 8 weeks. But until then, it's a grind, or about 9-10 weeks, really. It's a grind. But Cody's here. Cody, how are you, mate?
Well, I just got cut out there. But other than that, I'm going well, Nick. Yeah, lack of content. I haven't been really doing much, really, because it's still the off season. But counting down, we come quick whenever it can.
Yeah, and you know, look, I don't usually apologize to anyone for anything, but I do just want to quickly apologize for the lack of content lately. I've been doing probably 2 videos a week. That's going to change. That's actually going to change. I plan on doing a video every single day this week. I plan on doing a live stream. I haven't done a 2023 season review, so I'm actually going to do that this week. I might talk about the Cowboys draw, obviously, for 2024. I know the draw came out the other week there, but I might have a bit of a discussion about the Cowboys and what I think of their fixture for next season and everything else. Hello to the live chat as well. Let's get into the live chat. We're going to get a lot of questions, so don't want to ramble on too long here. Hello to Daniel Bate over there in the UK. Hello to Viking Axe. Hello to York, Nathan, Josh Rabbitohs 2023, Devils _Psy, CJ, SS Storm fan, the loyal Jason Reader, and everyone else that is tuning in. Hope you're all doing well. Like I said before, NRL season's not that far away when you think about it. March 3rd. I'm just going to find out how many days until that. So we have got 104 days until the 2024 NRL season begins, and that's obviously Manly and Souths as the season opener over there in Vegas, followed by Roosters and Broncos. All right, let's get to the questions. All right, let's get to the questions here. I'm sure we got a few rolling in, and we're going to start off with this. Josh Rabbitohs 2023. Thoughts on Michael Jennings going back to the Roosters? He signed a contract, hasn't he? Like, he's officially signed?
Not that I know.
I'm pretty sure he's officially signed. Oh, anyway, it was a train and trial deal. What's your take on this? Michael Jennings back to the Roosters?
Well, if it is official, which we'll know eventually if that's the case, I think it's just a waste of time. He's way too old.
You reckon?
Yep.
Well, I'm just having a look online. Jennings is 35. Yes.
Waste
So
of
he is
time.
getting old. He's a 35-year-old centre playing in a game that he hasn't played in for 4 years because he got banned because of well, we all know why he got banned. We don't need to get into it, but he's been out of the game for 4 years. The game's gotten much quicker. He's a 35-year-old man. Fair play to him for trying to come back, but fuck, man, he's not the same player, bro. Like it's going to be a lot different for him if he does play.
Yeah, it'll be a lot different. I mean, he's more prone for injuries due to his age. I mean, yeah, we're seeing a couple of players around their mid-30s, around 34, 35, still playing at the moment. But for someone who's been out of the game for many years, I don't think it's a good call. One injury, done.
Well, bro, so Michael Jennings for me is probably one of the best centers of the NRL era, but he's a 35-year-old man. He's getting old. So, yeah, anyway, we'll move on from Jennings. Moxley, CJ Moxley, Burgess and Vaughan. Yeah, so in case you're not aware of this situation, there's a rumor going around that Tom Burgess from the Rabbitohs could be heading over to Warrington to link up with his brother Sam, who's now the head coach of Warrington, and that could be a transfer with Paul Vaughan potentially heading to the Rabbitohs. It's only a rumor at this stage, but where there's smoke, there's fire, and you got to think about Tom Burgess being coached by his brother. I can see this happening. Cody. What about yourself?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having Paul Vaughan coming from the Super League to the Bunnies. I mean, yeah, it's very likely Tom will go at the end of next season. It's a guarantee, but I wouldn't mind having Paul Vaughan. He's got experience. He's got the experience up there in the Super League as well. I mean, yep, if he does come to the Bunnies, I wouldn't mind. He'll be a great replacement for Burgess.
I just want to also welcome into the live stream via satellite on the Gold Coast there. I think it's got his audio connection here. We've got Warriors NRL Fanatics on the line as well. Fanatics, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. Just chilling. Thought I'd come on and discuss some footy. Yes. How are you doing, Nick?
Yeah, I'm well, mate. We'll get to the questions and then we'll just talk a bit about the football, I guess. Have a bit of a discussion about teams and certain things for next season or for this season as well, whatever. But we'll get to the questions first. We'll continue with the questions. I'm not going to answer stupid questions. So if you ask a stupid question, I'm going to skip you. What have we got here? Well, not all questions are stupid, but I don't want to go through every single question because I'll be here all night. Let's have a look down here. Devils_Cy. Thoughts on the World Club Challenge? Well, I believe it will be played in Wigan in February, probably during the same time as the preseason challenge. And I think it's going to be very interesting next season, the World Club Challenge. Wigan versus Penrith. I think it's going to be a great game. Do you think Penrith will take their entire team over there, Cody, or do you reckon they'll take half a team?
From what we saw with the Helens this year, pretty much their full team was there. I don't see why not.
What do you reckon, Fanatics? Do you reckon they'll take the whole team over, Penrith?
Yeah, I think they should. I think they will. Yeah, they'll want to win it because they haven't won it before. So
no, they haven't. And they lost last year at Penrith against St Helens. I was there, so you'd think they would want to win it, wouldn't they? You'd think they'd want to win it. It's the only thing they haven't won. They've won 3 grand finals in a row. They've been top 4, top 2. They haven't won the World Club Challenge, so that's probably the one thing on their bucket list that they need to tick off.
Yeah.
All right. CJ's got a really good question here. All right, Nick and Cody, you wanted questions here. I'll list 5 players. Where will they be in 2025? Jack Wellesby, Adam Fanil Blake, Tom Dearden, Bradman Best, Jerome Luai. Wow. And all these players are free to negotiate with teams for season 2025 right now, as we know. All right, and Warriors Fanatics, you can import on this as well. All right, let's start.
Yep.
Let's go from the bottom. Jerome Luai. Will Jerome Luai be at Penrith or will he be at a different team? Cody, what do you reckon about Luai 2025?
Well, I think he should stay with Penrith, but if the money's not right, he'll go elsewhere. But I mean, he's won 3 premierships already in a row. I think he
Yep.
would like to win another one at a different club, like say. I mean, we've heard news of Moylan going to lead in the Super League, so could go to the Sharks, or could he possibly at the Tigers, or even the Dragons.
Come on, mate. You got to pick one. Can't pick 3 teams.
I know.
Where's he going? What's
I
he
think
doing?
he'll go to the Tigers.
Okay, all right. What about you, Fanatics?
Look, I think he'll stay at Penrith.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I think he'll stay there. I think Penrith won't want to let him go, so I think he'll stay at Penrith.
I'm with Cody. I think he might go to the West Tigers. The reason why I think that might happen, there was apparently Benji Marshall, apparently he invited Jerome Luai over to his house for the other day for a secret meeting, potentially. So, and I feel like if Jerome Luai wants to be the main man, if he wants to be the conductor, the leader of a team, the only team he can do that at is probably the West Tigers, maybe the Dragons, because Ben Hunt's getting older. And if he went to Cronulla, he'd be the second fiddle behind Nico Hines. So I reckon West Tigers makes a lot of sense for Jerome Luai. So I'm going to say he ends up at the Tigers in 2025. That's my prediction.
Same here.
All right. Bradman Best. Does he stay at the Knights or does he go somewhere else? What do you reckon?
I think he'll stay.
You think he'll stay at the Knights?
Yep.
Yeah, I think he'll stay at the Knights as well, although Parramatta are very desperate for a quality name in the outside backs. I haven't been able to get any good outside backs for a while, like big name players. So Parramatta will be a chance, but I reckon he'll stay at the Knights as well. Fanatics?
Yeah, I think the Knights will keep him. I think maybe they'll sign him for 2 years or 3 years.
Yeah.
I think he'll stay at the Knights personally.
What about Tom Dearden? Now, this has been giving me some nightmares recently. Look, from everything that I know, everything that I'm hearing up north, apparently Tom Dearden's in no rush to re-sign anything, whatever. I think he'll stay at the Cowboys, and I'm praying he does. So I think he'll stay. What do you reckon?
I think he'll stay with Cowboys. I just don't see him going to a different club.
Yeah, the Dragons. Like, why would you want to go to the Dragons? With all due respect. What do you reckon, Fanatics?
Yeah, he'll stay. He'll stay. I think the only thing is Clifford's also there as well.
And it's Townsend's last year as well.
Townsend. So what are they going to do? Is Townsend going to hang around another year? Or?
No, Townsend won't hang around another year. I can't see it. I reckon this is his last year at the Cowboys. 2024. That'll be Townsend's last year. He'll probably retire or go to the UK for a year. All right. Aden Fanua-Blake. Obviously, Aden Fanua-Blake's a big one. Now, we all know that 2024 will probably be his last year at the Warriors because he wants to go back to Sydney. A few teams are after him. Fanatics, I'll start with you on this one. Do you think Fanua-Blake will leave and go somewhere else?
I think next year will be his last year. Pains me to say it. But,
what club do you reckon he'll end up at?
Well, there's strong talks around the Dragons, so I can see him going there. Yep. I think he'll go to the Dragons.
I reckon Fanua-Blake will go to the Dragons as well. They seem to have the most amount of money. It makes sense. I think he started at the Dragons, didn't he, Fanua-Blake? I swear he started at the Dragons early on. Yeah, I'll say he goes to the Dragons.
Yeah, I'll go Dragons as well.
Yeah, it seems to be the big talk. And Jack Wellesby, one of the hottest superstars over in the Super League. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what Jack Wellesby does. Does he stay at St Helens or does he come over and test himself in the NRL? I'll tell you what, if Wellesby comes to the NRL, boys, I'm going to say he goes to Canberra.
Yeah, same.
Canberra
Yep.
just makes sense.
I could see that happening. It'll make perfect sense.
And Canberra need a fullback, and they need a 5'8", and Wellesby is a fullback, and he can play 5'8", so it makes a lot of sense. All right, let's get to some more questions here. Fuck, there's heaps of them to get through. Holy shit. Daniel Bates. Who will Sutton, the English prop from the Raiders, sign for? I think he's at the Bulldogs, isn't he, Ryan Sutton?
Yeah, he's at the Dogs at the moment.
He's at Canterbury at the moment. Devils underscore side. This is a good one. This is a really good question. Who should be the fullback for the Australia Kangaroos going forward? Well, it can't be Tedesco. Obviously can't be. Got to move on from Tedesco. You've got Ponga, you've got Walsh, you've got Edwards, you've got Drinkwater, you've got Latrell, you've got Turbo, you've got Gufferson. There's plenty of goddamn names going around. What about yourself, Cody? Who do you reckon it should be?
Yeah, all the players he mentioned, I mean, they're all great in their own right to represent the fullback position, but I'm going to go Dylan Edwards.
Oh, fucking hell. You had to, God damn it. I'm going Reece Walsh.
Yeah.
Gotta be Reece Walsh. I can't express enough. It has to be Reece Walsh. Has to be.
I
What
should
about
see
you,
Edwards as a winger.
Edwards is the worst winger I've ever seen. It's got to be Reece Walsh. Fanatics, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I'd say Edwards as well.
Edwards over Walsh.
Mm.
What are you fellas on?
Go.
You guys need to be drug tested or something here in the off season. You guys forget how good Reece Walsh played. I can't even stand Brisbane or Penrith, but my God. Anyway, you guys have got your own opinion. I'm very surprised to hear Dylan Edwards. Anyway, let's move on. What's this? We've got a couple of losers in the live chat trying to be trolls. Yep, see you later, bud. Right, what do we got here? Oh, we got a good one here from Viking Axe. Thoughts on Madge getting the New South Wales coach job and staying as Kiwis? Yeah, Kiwis coach. Okay, so apparently the Kiwis are going to sack Michael Maguire, which I think is absolute madness. I think Madge being the coach of New South Wales is a great selection. I know it's only for 1 year, and if New South Wales don't win Origin this year, they might even move him on straight away. But if you're going to put Maguire in that situation, you've got to give him at least 2 or 3 years. So, you know, the whole New Zealand thing is quite crazy. Fanatics, you might be able to give more of an opinion on that one, but apparently the Kiwis want to move Maguire on. Can you believe that?
Yeah, look, I think Michael Maguire's done a very good job for the Kiwis. You know, he took us to the the final last year, or to the semi-final, almost made the final, and then he took us to the Pacific Championship. We won that, and we beat Australia in the final. So, I think he's done a good job since he's come in, and I think he needs a bit more time, to get this Kiwis team to a chance of winning the World Cup in the next couple of years. So, I don't think they should sack him. No way. I think it'd be ridiculous. Yep.
If I'm on the board of New Zealand, right? Say I'm working, at the the board of directions. I'm a member of the board of directions. We're in the office there. We're looking for the next New Zealand coach, and we're looking at the current guy, right? If the current coach leads you to a 30-0 win in a grand final over an Australian team that has got superstars after superstars, and you beat that team 30-0, I am giving Michael Maguire a fucking 2-3 year extension. No hesitation. No hesitation. If you're going to be that good of a coach. You know, you beat Australia 30-0. Right. Bro, Maguire should be re-signed for New Zealand. It's crazy. Unlike the Kangaroos, who got beat 30-0 and they want to re-sign fucking Mount Meninga. So it's all backwards, bro. But I think Mad should be re-signed on the spot, to be honest. I think he's done a great job with the Kiwis. What do you think on this one, Cody?
Yeah, I think Maguire should be kept as the New Zealand coach. I mean, we've seen some couple other coaches doing New South Wales and representing at the same time coaching.
Craig Bellamy coached New South Wales and Melbourne at one point.
Why? The championship, they just won the Pacific Championship not too long ago, and they demolished the Australia 30-0. Why would you want to get rid of him? Makes no sense.
Yeah. Crazy. Olam and Blore player swap thoughts. Yeah, so apparently Justin Olam's going to go to the West Tigers and Sean Blore's going to go to the Melbourne Storm. I actually don't mind this. I think the West Tigers probably win this player swap just because Sean Bloore is so injury prone. But what's your take on this one, Cody?
Yeah, Tigers definitely got this one correct. And like you said, Sean Bloore, injury prone. I think Melbourne's got enough second roles and front roles already. It's not like they need any more.
What do you reckon, Fanatics? Who wins the play swap there out of Olam and Blore?
Oh, well, I think definitely Olam.
Yeah, I do too.
Olam's a good
unless Sean Bloore stays fit and just kills it at Melbourne, which wouldn't shock me either. Oh, good question here. Which team do you see Which team do you see as a downfall side next year? Okay, so a team that's going to fall off a cliff. I can probably give you two. I reckon the Canberra Raiders are going to fall off a cliff, and I reckon the Knights are going to probably fall out as well. What about you, boys?
I reckon the Raiders and the Sharks will fall out next year.
Newcastle or nah?
I think Newcastle will be there, but not as good as this year.
Okay. Fanatics?
Yeah, Raiders for me. I haven't been too high on them so far. And
yep.
I'll say possibly the Knights.
Yeah, possibly the Knights.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
York, is Tedesco going to retire in 2025? I don't think so. I think he'll just stay playing club football like the Roosters. I think anyway. Oh, Jason Redder with a very, very good question here. What is the best and worst game you have attended? Oh, wow. Wow.
Jeez.
This is hard for me because I've gone to a fair few games. And some have been good, some have been bad. This is hard.
Are they talking about this year?
I'll start with you, Cody. Mate, it could be this year, could be years ago.
Okay, well, if we're not going by this year, obviously the 2014 grand final was the best, as I was there behind the post and glad we won. If we have to say 2023, best game, excluding Magic Round, and if it was a Rabbits game, I would have to say, I would say the Rabbits Manly game from round 4 where we beat them by 1 point and golden point.
Oh, the Lachlan Ilias field goal.
Yep. And for the worst game of 2023 attended, it's quite a few. But I'll say the Eels, Rabbits won at Allianz. I mean, yeah, sure, I could say the Cowboys because we lost by 20-plus points, but Para had not beaten us in so many games. I think that was my worst game of 2023 I attended.
Yeah. What about you, Fanatics? Best and worst game you attended?
I'll go with the worst game, and I'll probably say the Dolphins.
Oh, last round.
Yeah,
Dolphins,
that game
Warriors.
because we didn't play a full shoot side, and didn't play well to be
tough.
fair. So
It was a hot day up there too, wasn't it?
yeah, it was. So it wasn't the greatest of games.
And your favourite, the best you've been to?
Majority of I attended this year have all been losses. So
The Titans Warriors game that we were at was pretty good on the Gold Coast.
oh yeah, the Titans Warriors game was all right. So I'll probably say
Good
that
atmosphere.
one. Even though we didn't play that great, I thought it was an ugly performance. But
Yeah.
it was a pretty good effort by the Titans in that game. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd say for me the worst game I attended. Well, gee, there was a few. Oh god, the worst. Oh look, I can't go past round 5. Look, we lost in Golden Point. Fucking Burton field goal. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Best game. Probably the Dolphins won last round, second last round at Suncorp, just because it was Friday night. I managed to get all the Cowboys fans up and about with the Cowboys chant, and we had a very, very good win. So I'd say that one, to be honest. But there's a few good ones I could go through as well. All right, here we go. A few more questions. Holy fuck, there's a lot of questions. All right, I'm going to skip a few because we got more than I thought, so apologies if I skip you. We got someone in the chat trying to be Cody, trying to be a troll, so they're going to get blocked.
Jeez.
Don't have time for trolls. There was a question about Ezra Mann before that I wanted to get to. Nathan. Do you think Ezra Mann will go to the Dolphins? No. I think he'll stay at Brisbane. I think he'll stay at the Broncos. What do you reckon, Cody?
Yeah, I reckon this is all bullshit. I think he's been doing wonderful alongside Reynolds at the Broncos.
I can't imagine why he want to leave. I can't think why he want to leave.
Why? They're coming off a grand final. Yeah, sure, it was a loss, and they should have won. But hey, he's doing very well for himself. I reckon he'll be at the Broncos for the next couple of years for sure.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he left. What do you think, Fanatics? Do you think he'll stay at the Broncos or go to the Dolphins?
Nah, he's staying at the Broncos. The Broncos won't let him go. Plus, Reynolds hasn't got long either, and Ezra Mann is the future, so they won't be letting him go.
Yeah, you're right. Thoughts on Siwa Takiyaho not joining the Dogs next year, and also shout out to Pro Enzo Vids. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, well, apparently he failed his medical or something. He has an injury where he won't be able to play until like round 10. So, yeah, big one, eh?
Yeah, it's a shock.
Bulldogs don't get their man, which is a big loss. Bulldogs front rows getting weaker and weaker, boys.
Yeah, they need more front rows.
All right, let's have a look here. Viking Axe is not happy that we writ Canberra off. Y'all said that this year about the Raiders. I'm surprised if they make it. Yeah, but you got to understand, Viking Axe, you lost Jared Croker. You just lost your best player in Jack Whiten. It's Elliot Whitehead's last season. They don't even have a fullback right now. I think Jordan Rapana is the fullback. And if Jordan Rapana or Sebastian Chris is your fullback for the whole season, you're going to go nowhere. If KO Weeks is your 5'8", with Jamal Fogarty in the halves, you're going nowhere. I think Canberra, honestly, this might sound crazy to some people. I think the Canberra Raiders are closer to the bottom 4 than they are the top 8 right now. I think they're in all sorts.
Yeah, they're in all sorts going into next year. They're not going to make it.
Oh, this is a good question from CJ. So, any NRL player who should change positions? Great question. This is probably my favorite question so far. I love this question. All right. I'm going to name a few. Matt Burton, in my opinion, I reckon would be a really good fullback. I'm telling you right now, I reckon Matt Burton would be a great fullback. I reckon he's got the ball playing, he's got the kicking game to be a fullback. He's got the speed as well. I don't know if he has a defense, but I reckon Matt Burton would be a great fullback. I do think that's one player that I could see changing positions. I reckon Josh Schuster would be a good lock. I reckon putting Schuster in the middle as a ball-playing lock, and I think because of his size and how big he is a bit wasted in other positions. So I think Schuster at lock forward is another one. And another player that I'll go with. Let me go with. Now, he didn't play in the 2023 season because he was over doing something else. But he played in 2022. He's coming back this year. He's coming back next year for the Warriors. Chanel Harris Tavita, right? He usually plays as a halfback 5'8". I reckon Harris Tavita should play hooker.
Gee.
Come off the bench as a jersey 14 and come on and play dummy half. There's 3 for me. So, what do you boys reckon? You guys got some?
No, none at all.
Yeah, not on the top of my head.
You so fucking hopeless. Nah. I'll try to think of another one, CJ. I'll try to think of another one while I'm thinking of it. Okay. I reckon Satili Tupanua would be a good center. I do. I think he'd be a good center. I reckon Cameron McInnes would be a good front rower. I reckon a good ball playing like front rower, like a Ruben Cotter, Paddy Carrigan. And Ryan Madison, I reckon Ryan Madison could play front row too. I really do. All right, I'll go with that. All right, but let's get to some more questions. Fuck, there's so many to get through. Holy shit. Ezra Mann, next Queensland 5'8". Is he in front of Tom Dearden? I don't reckon. I'll say Tom Dearden probably, boys. What do you boys reckon?
Yeah, Tom Dearden.
Dearden, yes.
He's already played Origin too and done the job. All right, we're going to go right down to the new questions because there's so many to get through. Luke Richardson, top 3 grubs. Nick, go. Oh my God, top 3 grubs. All right, Jerome Luai, grub. Jared Warrior Hargraves, grub. Spencer Linu, grub. I'll keep going. I've got a few more on top of my head here. Fucking Jesse Ramian, grub. He always puts us at that Jesse Ramian. Who else can I think of? Wow. Oh, Offa Icky Ogden, grub. John Bateman, good grub. He's a good grub. Dirty as fuck, but he backs it up. All right, there's a few. Oh, Pro Enzo Vids boys. Good question here. Oh. First coach sacked in 2024.
Oh.
Fuck. Will anyone get sacked? All right. We got to choose someone. Any suggestions?
Well, can't be Marshall.
Can't be. Well, bro.
I think Brett Arthur's under pressure next year.
Oh, there's one. There we go.
Yep. I reckon this is going to be shocking, but I'm going to say Ricky Stewart.
Oh, bang. Fireworks. Okay, see, you look at the bottom teams, right? It's not going to be Benji because this is basically his first season. Shane Flanagan's first season, so the bottom two probably safe. Serraldo could be under pressure, but surely they give Serraldo more time than just 2 years. Des is just going to the Gold Coast. Wayne's not going to get sacked. Todd Payton's not going to get sacked. Demetrio's probably safe. I reckon Ricky Stewart's a really good shout, Cody. I don't mind that. that.
If Raiders are going that bad, he's going to be in all sorts.
I'll go Ricky Stewart. I'll go Ricky Stewart as well.
And if we say what round, I'm going to say round 7.
Oh, I reckon it'll be later than that for Ricky. I reckon round 21, Ricky Stewart gets sacked.
Oh, that'll be funny if that happens.
I don't reckon any coach will get sacked. If they do, it won't happen till after Origin 3's over. Because I can't imagine a coach getting sacked before Origin unless a club has, some sort of off-field allegations and the coach gets sacked. Serraldo, I mean, the Bulldogs are bottom 4 and the Dogs, maybe Serraldo just goes, I've had enough. I don't know. But I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. A few more questions. Should the bunker be allowed to rule on forward passes? Oh, wow. What we've seen in the last 2 prelims, the biggest games of the year, the Cowboys were robbed in the prelim against Parramatta in 2022. We saw a really bad call go against the Warriors in that prelim. Not that it cost the Warriors, but it definitely hurt them because at the time it was only a 12-point game. They should have some sort of technology to. I think the blatant ones that they should be able to rule back on it, like the obvious ones. So I'll say yeah, probably.
Yeah, in a way they should if it looks obvious, but if it doesn't, then no. But I reckon they should have something like that to look at them closely.
If it's a 50-50, then you play on. If it goes forward, you play on. But if it's a blatantly obvious forward pass where it's, a player's literally thrown it like an NFL ball or a basketball, then yeah, fucking no. What do you think, Fanatics?
I don't know. I don't really know about this because, technology is sort of getting too involved for me.
You're not wrong.
Just in general, and NRL and sport in general. So, I can see there's some pluses to it, positives to it, but also some negatives as well. So, you're really opening up a can of worms. So, yeah, for me.
Yeah, I mean, can't be. You got to be careful, but if it's that blatantly obvious, if it's definitely forward, you gotta call it. You gotta bloody overturn it. All right, a few more questions and we'll wrap it up. Thoughts on the 2-point field goal after it's been in the NRL for a while? I think they should keep it for now, but I did want them to get rid of it a while ago, but I think right now, just keep it. Just keep it for now. What do you reckon?
Yeah, keep it for the time being.
Yeah. We don't say it very often, so I mean just keep it, I guess. Luke, Melbourne Storm fan. Does the Melbourne Storm need a new forward? Well, they're very light on front rowers, aren't they, Melbourne? They got Welsh, Josh King, Nelson, Kamikamifa. They are a bit light on props, so I'm going to say they do. I'm surprised Melbourne aren't looking at Fanua Blake. I know he wants to go back to Sydney and stuff, but gee, you'd think Melbourne would be interested in Fanua Blake.
Yeah.
Surprisingly they haven't. They're not interested.
Yeah, Storm do need a new forward as well.
Fucking hopefully they need another front row. Absolutely. All right, that might wrap it up. Cody and Warriors NRL Fanatics, thank you very much for coming on. We've been on here for 40 minutes, and that's probably a good enough time for this live stream. So thank you, boys, and I'll definitely be getting you on probably throughout the week.
Yep, all good, Nick, all good.
No problem.
No worries. Thanks for having me on, Nick.
No problem, boys. Thank you to the live chat as well for tuning in. As we can see, everyone's writing the great stream. Thank you very much, gents, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Nick from Australia. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night. And see you guys tomorrow for the Premier League tips. Until then, take care, everyone.
See you.